Today we're going to be playing with a new tool that's called the OWL meeting camera. Now the OWL camera is designed to be used at a conference table or where there's multiple people around you. And what it does is it has a 360-degree camera. Well, it's 360 degrees around, but it doesn't like record straight up or straight down. But it does 360 degrees around, and then it finds people's faces and it locks onto them and allows them to get rid of all that extra space. You'll see what I mean in just a second as we pull it up. But let me tell you a little bit about it. It's a 1080p camera, so that means it's a high definition camera. But one of the problems it runs into is it's a 1080p, but that's all the way a 360 degree thing. So when you see it and we show you it, it's going to look a little lower resolution, but that's just what it is. It's still a high definition camera, but it's being spread out over a much larger area. Now it's got software inside of this thing that tells it to look for, I believe it looks for faces. And so this whole mask pandemic thing runs into a little problem trying to find faces. But it looks for faces, and then it'll cut into them, and it'll zoom in and zoom out, and it does it all automatically. And so let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so now I'm recording, and it's recording using the OWL. And so if you look right here, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see, I'm right there in the corner. So I'm going to twist this just a little bit. And let's see how long it takes until it comes back to me. Now it's recording. The whole screen is recording. We're going to see how long it takes for the OWL to come back to me. So I'm just going to keep talking. I'm going to look at it because I'm not sure if it goes off of voice or if it goes off of facial recognition. If it does go off of facial recognition, this whole pandemic with the mask and everything, that's kind of taking things down. There it goes. So it took, I don't know how long that was, maybe 30 seconds to find me. So if we had multiple people on here, it would start picking up and then start recording to the sides and start adding them into it. Now, if you notice, it's starting to go through and level me up. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it starts to frame me up in the way it thinks it should be. I'm going to hit stop, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to get some more people in here, people who are comfortable taking their masks off and talking.
So we're going to be from that camera.
Yeah, that's the camera right there. I'm going to pull this off.
Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the box. Oh, it's
yeah,
Meeting OWL?
The Meeting OWL. Yep, the Meeting OWL.
That is pretty cool.
And so we're going to see what it does. Now, sometimes it finds it quickly, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. We're going to see. It's found you, and that's great. And you across the top. Can you look across the top?
Okay.
It's got a 360 degree all the way around it.
Oh wow, 360 camera.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so it's starting to focus in more on you. Let's just see what it does. Let's see how long it takes for it to find me. It's supposed to be in the middle of a table when people are sitting around it.
So
Oh, look, there it goes.
360.
Can you see that? It found both of us.
Okay.
And so that way it puts us on there. Now, as I move, it should move slightly with me sometimes. Let's see what it does. It might, maybe it won't. Now, if someone else were standing next to me and they were starting to talk, it should take this one-person view and turn it into a two-person view right there.
Nice.
And so,
Very cool.
but this is the OWL meeting camera.
Very cool.
Now that was a very interesting experience because sometimes it worked really well and sometimes it didn't find the right faces. I don't know if it's looking for faces or if it's looking for voices or what it's doing, but sometimes it worked and it got it and sometimes it did not. And so you can see when it does find it, how it did a split view screen of it so you can see both of us. That's what it's supposed to do. We're going to have to do some more testing of this in a real world experience, but that's going to have to be in a different video. I just kind of want to show you what this does and why it would be good and why this could be something that we could use as we collaborate. One of the things we haven't talked about yet is the price. The price of this little thing, $800, which is quite an expensive webcam, considering you can just get a normal webcam for 30 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks. You get them right there about that price range. And so it's quite an expensive webcam. But if it's working like it's supposed to and in the right setting, this can be a very valuable tool.